Oh, just double audio now.
Are you in the game right now? Are you in the game right now?
All right, there we go.
Okay, I'll jump in right now. If you can't tell, my voice is dead. I've been wanting to play this game for a very long time, so I'll do it. I wanted to say the Eminem lyrics there for Josh, but it wouldn't have made sense.
I hit the wrong button.
Who wants to do what?
You. How do I join your lobby is my question. Where is it?
In streamer channel chat. Oh, never mind. Can't hear me.
I forgot that I have push to talk in this game.
Okay, here I am.
One moment, my mother's entered the room.
Muted on Discord.
Most of the controls are accessed from just the mouse. I think you have to do that from the main menu.
I did not mean to choose to be one of them. Okay. Literally my phone.
Hey Thomas, you might want to enable push to talk on your end if there's going to be a lot of background noise.
Oh, sorry, it's just a water bottle that got in the way.
No worries.
You still heard that?
Mhm.
How do I...
Okay, so you'll have to do it from the main menu. You'll
God
go into
damn it.
settings and you'll enable push to
Oh,
Okay.
okay. You need to go back then.
They're coming back.
Is there any noise
Also,
from
you'll
my
probably
end?
want to mute on Discord as well.
Okay, I figured out what the problem was. It was doing my earbuds
There we
microphone,
go.
not my Yeti.
Oh.
Fuck, did you get that dress, Clover? No shit. I mean, more like when you got it implemented. Kind of like how I have a tuxedo and a kimono of my character. I see. Okay.
As per usual for the guilty party.
There's not enough, actually.
Yeah.
So technically, you only need a judge, prosecutor, and defense in order to have a case.
Yeah. Oh.
Just take Nye and take him out back. I mean, it really wasn't that difficult to do. What the fuck are you doing on stream?
Nice. Josh can catch on quickly. I feel like I can explain some of the stuff to do with this game. I can explain some of the stuff to do with this game before he gets here, and then we can throw him into the deep end when he does. So we're gonna start off by just doing like a test case, like low stakes. Just make sure everyone's sort of familiar with what all the roles do. All right. So as the judge, I control who is able to present evidence at any given time. I also have a gavel that I can whack people who misbehave. The prosecution is going to be the one who presents, like, these are the charges of what the accused is accused of. He also gets to decide the accused's face. I have had a few experiences with prosecutors that make the entire lobby very uncomfortable by trying to make the defendant some sort of creep. So let's try to make sure that we don't put anything that could get Clover banned on Twitch for that. The prosecutor has a lot of power to ruin games. The defense is probably one of the more improv heavy roles because it requires you to basically figure out, okay, this is the accusation that's being thrown against my client. How do I use the evidence that I've been given to rebuke the claims that have been made against them? Pretty standard Ace Attorney stuff. The journalist will at any point be able to send a picture that will say breaking news. They'll have a headline. It flashes across the screen with a picture that they have drawn. The journalist and the jurors have the ability to draw stuff, but the journalist is the only one who's able to put like a text thing above that and make everyone see it. The witness. There is a prosecutor's witness and a defense witness. So you'll essentially be playing two characters depending on who the prosecutor or the defense call to the stand. Those two characters are generated at random. There's things like Granny, President, Janitor. The bailiff basically is on crowd control duty. They get to whack people who misbehave. They can turn people into a bird. They can handcuff them so that they can't do certain disruptive actions. Bailiffs are very important in lobbies where there are jurors because oftentimes having nothing to do, jurors tend to troll a lot. Here he is. Hey, Josh.
Okay,
I'm
so like
hearing
open
double.
mic?
Push to talk is, yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I mostly heard the hello friend doubled. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, the main rule is don't be a creep with it.
All right, we are agreed.
Let's do it. Or maybe add
I
me
caught,
as
just
add an
gonna
at
play it by ear
which
for me.
not streaming,
See how
but
it
still
goes.
here. Oh,
Make the
fuck
case.
is this?
I have to set my mouse DPI to the lowest setting possible.
Thankfully, you don't need to click heads in this game.
I guess, yeah.
That's much better. Yeah, same here. It's
This is
bad.
terrible. Yeah, so the number keys will cycle through different emotes, or you can use the emote wheel by pressing E. A lot of the options to do stuff will be by clicking, by left. You can also see the two witnesses that you'll be playing. Most of you will also have a notepad to the left of you. You can use that to write down different notes and stuff. All right. We will now begin the trial of Nilef. Prosecution, please state your case. Make sure that you're using your push to talk button. All good? Your hearsay is
Looking
great
at me
and all,
for? I'm
but if you
Tyrone.
press
I'm not. No,
your
Look at
hearsay
him.
is great and all, but you got to present some evidence as well. Take a look at your case file. You have some pieces of evidence that you're able to present in order to prove your case, or attempt to prove it, rather.
I want to throw shit. How do you throw things?
Do you have some papers beside your desk?
Yes.
Don't throw things at me. My back is broken. I can't turn around. Anyway.
A business card. Please tell the court what is the relevance of this business card, and make sure you're using push to talk. I see. The business card seems to admit it all. Defense, what is your rebuttal?
Well, if you will take a look at this here diary, which does in fact belong to the accused, my client. And nowhere in it does it ever say that he's ever gotten business cards that say that. So, yeah, explain that.
As we all know, people who are very involved in companies love to hand out business cards, and they would definitely write about it in their diary.
Absolutely, that's what diaries are for, after all.
I'm just doing my job, man. What the fuck? I'm journaling, dude.
Yes, you're using Kanilef, not Tehran. All right. Do you have any further evidence to support your claim, prosecution? If you would like, you could also call a witness to the stand. All right, witness. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Oh,
Bailiff, don't turn him into a bird. Don't turn her into a bird.
Was I just a chicken?
Yes.
don't worry about that. Please continue.
Sir, I thought
happens
it was
sometimes.
a woman.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, I'll try not to worry about it. What am I doing here again? I was asleep in the freaking lobby. I just woke up.
You were
Yeah, they were asleep.
You were a witness, apparently, at the scene of the crime.
Oh, what crime? Me? Never. Oh. No, that's just his way of showing love. I've never heard of anybody trolling just to troll's sake. That's how he shows love. Ain't that right, Nilith? It is a crime if you're intending to hurt. He's not trying to hurt.
That is true. They can potentially get a lesser sentence for not trying to hurt. However, it is indeed a crime to troll. During
What
live
law
streams.
said that? I don't remember there being a law.
This is a kangaroo court. Defense, what is your defense? Do you have any counter evidence to this?
Oh god. Trying to think of something right now. That is not the easiest.
But why?
Man, this was not a good idea for me.
Oh.
If you'd like, you can call a witness to the stand, defense.
As it would
You can't
appear,
help that.
yeah.
It's a biological function.
It occurs when they're sleeping.
I mean, to be fair, the witness here, the male woman, has just been saying that it's just his character and does not intend for it to be anything negative. So I am going to be saying give him a lesser sentence because this is. Ooh.
Oh no. It's spreading. It's spreading.
Oh dear. All right. If we are arguing that your client is guilty, but they would like to plead for a lesser sentence, we can continue this specific trial at a later point. I declare the defendant guilty.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Clover, what the fuck?
Yeah. He's
What
just
Oh my
do you
God.
mean, Clover? What the fuck? That whole thing was scuffed. What do you-
Yeah,
you
there's
can't
just
target a single
nothing
person
that
for
I could
man. Look, I was
do.
turning everybody to chickens. You like.
I only started turning into chickens
I don't know,
once
man.
everything started falling apart.
It was just not. It was just not it, man.
Clover, do me a favor, at me on Twitch so like that mic can be linked as well. Oh, okay, I guess I'm the prosecutor.
Like, there was just straight up nothing that I could do with that.
It's fine.
Nah, you were given the
It's
short
our
end of the
first
stick
match,
right there.
man. It's cool.
Yeah, as we get better at this, we'll get better at finding things that it's like, okay, well, it's not like an instant, or sorry, another caveat that we're probably going to add to the prosecution is also like try not to include real people. I forgot to mention that. I was thinking about it like on the plane ride home, and I just didn't write it down.
What do you mean?
Because I've had experiences where prosecutors are like, oh, I'm gonna pick this real person who we know from like a real trial was accused of this thing, or like, we're
Oh.
friends with this person, so we know that they do this thing,
Oh.
and
So
that
no
makes it
personal
really hard
bias.
for it.
Oh,
Oh.
fun.
Hello? Oh my god, I hope I have...
I mean, would it not kind of be
I
fun
fixed
to
it.
like bullshit your way into saying that they don't do that, even though like in
I've-
real life, in character we bullshit that they don't do that, even though in real life we know they do that.
I fixed it, but also I wonder how long I've been muted.
I would assume
To be
the whole
fair,
stream.
not a lot happened in that one trial, so you
That is
didn't really
true.
miss
We
much.
were
Stream.
all.
Yeah,
to be
to when that
fair,
changed.
Oh, I will say I was gonna choose Woogie, and then I felt like it wasn't fair because Woogie actually wasn't here, and I was like, well, Josh is here, and Josh is usually chill.
Okay, yeah. I can see the argument now for like, yeah, we can yeah, we can keep the real people in there if it's like friends or something.
Yeah, if it's
I just
friends
wouldn't
and
recommend.
not a
There's
real
been a lot of
crime.
like
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
there's
saying like if it's
there's been a
like,
lot of,
oh yeah,
like,
we're gonna prove
O.J.
OJ innocent,
Simpsons
then
and-
yeah, let's probably not do that.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely
vlogs.
not.
There's been a lot of O.J. Simpsons. Everyone likes to pick Diddy for some reason.
Ew!
Oh, yeah.
Ew!
Oh.
All right. Are we?
Yeah.
Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Everybody's
Oh
ready?
dear lord, here we go.
Okay, hang on.
Rebecca.
Hello.
Clover has the power to turn people into birds now.
Indeed, I do.
Pet the dog.
Can I pet?
Oh yeah.
Can
you
I
also have
pet the
power to
dog?
Yes, that's
Yes.
what I was doing the entire time.
Aside from farting and never mind.
What else at the start?
Okay, here we go.
All right. We
All
will now
right.
begin the trial of Pink Diamond. Prosecution, state your charges.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring forth the charges with these broken glasses that I have found. What has come to my determination that these are not just regular broken glasses, but the lenses themselves were crafted off of gems that she used to own. Gems that used to be part of her squad. Gems that she has abandoned.
Oh my. So she's used pieces of her friends and fallen comrades in order to make her glasses?
Yes,
This
to
is a
appear as
serious
someone
crime
else,
indeed.
to abandon everyone she knows.
Defense, what is your counterpoints? What is your rebuttal?
Oh God, how do I?
Let me direct your attention to this piece of evidence here. It is a
I didn't realize I had to unstun people.
3D
I'm
cardboard
sorry,
glasses. The defendant here has crafted their own lenses, not in the use of their own squad, but in a facsimile of the squad using plastic pieces, partially of vinyl, acrylic, and various other knickknacks that they scavenged during their drives from to and from their abode.
That does
So
not
do
take
these
away the fact that
glasses
she
or do they not contain the pieces of the gems?
They do not. They are only facsimiles in order to enhance their relationship and strengthen the bonds between each other.
Interesting. I will strike the broken glasses from the record. Prosecution, do you have anything to say? Anything more to add?
Yes, while it may be the case that perhaps those glasses were not made from the her comrades, it doesn't take away the fact that she used them to abandon her squad, which were the original charges that I made.
We'll hit him with my.
That is true.
I'm
They
not
were
trying to
using
hit-
it to disguise themselves. Is there
Oh, I'll
anything
do this
that you can
instead.
add to the
Yes, I have
additional things
evidence.
that they did while they were?
I have evidence. The Spectre Sweeper she used to erase her traces. She thought she could erase her traces, but my detectives were smart enough to track it down.
My, they were a ghost, and they got rid of the ghost too. Defense, do you have anything to prove that whether or not they did desert their fellow squad?
May I request a repeat of the evidence?
A repeat of like which evidence?
What was just stated, Your Honor?
Recap.
Okay. So the Spectre Sweeper was essentially used to erase the traces that
Fucking hit him.
she was ever with her squad mates in the first place. But upon finding evidence that the Spectre Sweeper was used, we were able to determine that this is what it was used for.
I would like to object to this statement, Your Honor. The reason why
Okay.
is because of my client's form of work. Here's their business card. On the title, it says that they are a professional ghostbuster. Thus, the use of the Spectre Sweeper would be an often case due to the nature of their work. They need this profession in order to supply the necessary funds to interact with the squad and their hobbies and activities.
I see. That does provide a bit of ambiguity to this case. Perhaps one of you has a witness that could testify to this.
I do, Your Honor. I have a witness.
All right, let's hear from them.
Oh,
Witness, state your name and
Finally.
occupation for the court.
I'm Laura. I'm a janitor.
All right,
Laura.
prosecution, you may now begin your questioning.
Now, Laura, I understand that you're a janitor. You constantly work close to Miss Pink Diamond's activities. Did you come across any suspicious activities that you would conclude as a possibility of her abandoning her squad, and not only her squad, but also abandoning you?
Not long before she left, she was whispering in her room. I was cleaning outside of her room, and she was whispering to people, but they didn't sound like her squad. I don't know who they were, but they didn't sound familiar to me. And then she left all of a sudden. She left us behind. She left me to clean all her fucking messes, dude. You know how messy that bitch is? She's huge.
no, that's the wrong one.
You think that's funny?
No, I'm sorry. I just smoked 10 packs of cigarettes and my throat is killing me.
All right, prosecution, do you have any further questions?
Oh, I can't stun Devin. That's
At the moment, I do not, Your Honor.
Defense, you may now begin your cross-examination.
So where was the noise in relation to the door that you were standing at?
Inside the door.
Correct, but to the left or to the right?
Forward.
All right, I will take that as that is. What time of day was it?
Oh, I can check all
Oh, it
the.
was nighttime.
Objection, Your Honor. No relevance to time of day. The discussion is still the same regardless of the time of day it occurred.
News.
Can you prove that the time is relevant?
Yes, I can, because I have this here this situation here that occurred that nighttime during the day
God damn it, that's good.
that the witness states that there was suspicious noise. My defendant stated that the suspicious noise was related to a spectral entity that was looking for revenge due to her occupation, and in doing so, she had to flee, or else she would have to include her squad in the potential repercussions of her activities. And thus she went out in search of this spectral entity post haste after their mysterious reply from under the bed.
I see. So she was deserting to protect them.
Whoa! Breaking news! Local Ghostbuster claims they've never heard of Pink Diamonds.
So could Pink Diamond perhaps be a sham?
Oh!
There it goes.
It wouldn't
Are
be the
ghosts
first
real?
time, Your Honor. She's already abandoned her squad once. What's to say she wouldn't do it again?
Chicken.
I
That
would
said,
like to
the defense has presented some pretty solid evidence that that it was done in order, not necessarily abandoning, but more so leaving their immediate premises in order to protect them from a very powerful ghost. What do you have to say to this, Mr. Prosecutor?
Oh wait, I can.
you do to my witness?
I chickened
It's a chicken
him.
pox.
It's okay.
It's a chicken
Oh, yeah.
pox from last course. We
Oh,
didn't,
yes,
we didn't
I heard about
sanitize the room. The room is still infected.
I will
As-
get the janitor to do it.
As we've discovered, as I've recently discovered, it is actually something that can be controlled, such that if I do not administer the cure, they will remain chicken permanently. As my
You sick monster.
as my reporter colleague has unfortunately found out firsthand.
Counterpoint.
Ah!
Wait, hold up.
Sorry, I'm trying to like improv my way through this, and I am terrible
You know
at
how fucking
improv.
small chicken lungs are? I have a cold. Don't do that, please.
You
Oh,
have
no,
a cold.
cold.
I actually have a cold, asshole.
Wait, I have a cold too. How dare you?
The witness is aggressive. He's upset everybody.
You'll be hearing from my better lawyer.
Is it Crazy Diamond?
Your Honor,
Crazy
I have this
Diamond.
inherited ring that I found amongst my possessions that used to belong to Pink Diamond. The reason I bring this to your attention is because this belonged to the diamonds itself. She used to belong to the diamonds, that being the white diamond, blue diamond, and yellow diamond, and she abandoned them.
This weeb
There's already
shit.
precedence to
It's
the
not
crimes
even
that she's
weeb
already
shit.
committed.
This is just nerd shit that I'm so into. I love Steven Universe.
So you're saying that it's a repeat of past behavior?
Exactly, Your Honor.
I see.
Your Honor,
So
I will-
she's-
Your Honor, I would like to object to this evidence. This is factually impaired evidence, due to the fact that I
Factually
have.
impaired.
Yes, because I have this. This sports medal engraved
One
upon
by
it says the
general
diamonds.
abandonment.
This inherited ring that he brings up is actually the winning sports ring for the championship that my client Pink Diamond has attended prior to her
Objection.
occupation as a.
Objection. It doesn't matter whether or not that was from a sports event. At the end of the day, it was still from the Diamond organization. As a result, she still belonged to a different group that she abandoned. My president still stands.
However, this is
You'll see
evidence
what
for
the
during a
card
time
says.
when they were together, and this is prior to the potential case of abandonment. This is beyond even during the case of
But the
potential use of
precedent
Vector
still
Sweeper.
exists. The precedent exists that she still would abandon somebody. Whether or not you're trying to prove that she wouldn't abandon her squad now, the precedent is still there. Unless you can prove that she wouldn't abandon this new squad, the fault lies upon you to prove that she didn't. But the precedent is there.
Am I tripping, or does the sports medal literally say won by general abandonment?
It does say one by general abandonment.
It
So does that mean that
does
she was? Does that mean that she was abandoned?
Hush
Yes. She was abandoned by the diamonds.
I would have to object to that, Your Honor. The witness has already
Okay.
confided
Can
to
boot
me
the
that she
chicken.
abandoned the diamonds because she didn't like the diamonds.
Stop.
That sounds like hearsay.
That is hearsay.
Perhaps it would be hearsay.
Witness, can you concur with what the defense, what the prosecution is saying?
I was busy being a chicken for a little bit there, Your Honor. I have no idea what the fuck that anybody was saying for a second there.
Well, of course, you were hired before all the sports activities.
I was hired
Yeah,
after all the sports
after- you're
activities. I
after
was
the
after
sports
the sports activities. I have
Yeah,
no idea
after.
what. I don't know anything about sports. You talked about like previous diamonds. I only know about her current squad that she left in the middle of the night.
Sounds like leading the witness.
Do we
I
know
would like to
about?
point out that I did not bring up the witness to discuss about the previous diamonds, that I only talked about the current abandonment, which the witness does have knowledge of.
That's correct. Do we have another witness who might know more about the situation with the diamonds? Can
Yes,
shed some
the-
further light on the situation.
The defendant does indeed have a witness to bring to the stands.
All right, witness, state your name and occupation for the court.
I'm Carl. I'm just an intern.
Wow, Josh.
All right, defense, you may now begin your questioning.
Do you agree that what you shall say is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yeah. Do I still get college credit for this, even though it's not on the job?
Sure. Sure, kid.
Yay.
Now, do you Do you agree that, considering that you're an intern, you do in fact record everything that she needs to do for her spectral work?
I need to record
you-
everything.
Well, yeah, isn't that what she hired for you as an archivist?
I get hired hired is it's a hard word, but I got brought on for odd jobs and everything. I get coffee and I hang out with the squad sometimes.
Did you, in your most recent hearing of her and their squad, was the abandonment caused by the squad or by Pink Diamond?
You're asking whose fault it is?
Do you, based on what did you hear between their interactions? I really don't know how to do this shit.
No. I get it. No, the squad was kind of unhappy with her. It was,
This game's
she kinda
definitely built
dripping
for
them on the
people
pay
who
and
are better at
everything.
improv. Oh,
and
hey.
they were talking about unionizing.
Hello, thank you. Everyone's doing
Wait,
all right.
but they don't work
How
in
are
the same
you doing?
business,
James. Sorry, I
squad.
just noticed you.
right? But
Yeah,
there's usually the squad in her profession.
yeah.
Yeah, but the squad works at the same ghost busting place.
Wait,
This
Why
one,
would we
but-
care? Who
Wait, I
cares
thought
if
the-
she
Did we
abandoned the
establish
squad?
that
That's
she
not
was
her
a-
like employees or like coworkers. That's like what a squad is. Am I wrong? Did I misunderstand? Who have I been working with
I
this
don't
whole
know.
time? Is
You
that not her
just know.
squad? Ow!
Your Honor, I have a question for the witness.
neck jab.
Why is everybody
So-
smoking in here?
I apologize for that.
Smoking
But I
kills
must
balls.
ask, you say that you're an intern to Pink Diamond, is that correct?
Yeah.
You given identification? Were you given an access badge?
I was given a paper that says you're hired.
I see.
Or
Were you
you're-
given a
you're
badge
interned,
to
not really
access?
hired. Again, hired is a hard word. It says you're interned.
Okay, that's fair enough. My mistake. Were you given a badge to access her facilities, to access her workplace so you can work directly with her or around her?
It's a pretty public office. It's ghost busting. It's not a very private. It's not a very like secure profession.
See.
Nobody
but
really
you were
tries
given,
to rob Ghostbusters.
But you were still given an access badge to protect things, I'm assuming, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
You weren't
Am I
given
supposed to
one.
have one of those?
I love that Wesley's not
Yes,
paying
Your Honor.
attention.
I would like to bring this to your attention.
Access
Here is
badge.
an access badge that belonged to the witness here. He claims that he was around them, yet somehow he had no access to them.
It seems
I'm supposed to have
it
a
seems like the
badge?
witness is. It seems like the witness is saying that he had no access to the access badge.
I didn't
You
have
had
access to
access
any
to it.
access badge.
I don't. My issue is that you're claiming that you heard things or that you worked alongside with the squad. Yet here I
Yeah.
have your access badge that was found that on the bush that you claim that you never got.
Why does
How did you
Tehran
get
look
any
like that
access to
duck
speak
from
with
the
any of the
Daffy
squad or
cartoon?
know any of her doings or her squad's doing?
I mean, all things considered, I didn't. I've been working with them this entire time without the badge. They sort of just. Now that I think about it, they sort of just opened the doors for me. Like they saw me coming. You ever like in college? You ever have those doors where like you need like like your card for it and everything, but then your friend on the inside of the dorm opens the door for you.
So
like
you mean
that.
to tell me that you were just let inside without any type of security clearance?
They know me. I'm the intern. I'm the only intern.
He's the cool intern.
I'm Carl.
He's the cool intern, Carl. Cool Carl. Who has been chickened.
Oh, okay. I guess the chicken.
Can you please
Yeah,
unbird
anybody-
the witness? Thank you.
Oh, breaking news!
Breaking news.
Oh,
Reasons.
Dream hard.
That is true. The stress of being an intern can sometimes tamper with your memory. Perhaps there are some memories within you that are repressed that some evidence will help to bring out.
If only we
Sorry,
had
you
Athena
barely
Sykes
able
to
to
do a
come back.
therapy session.
If we throw the paper planes, it'll resurface.
Better or worse than
Yeah,
Court than
perhaps-
using the
Or
whip?
99
Given
more
that I
paper
can,
planes to
I
access
can
my secret memories.
chickenify people.
what about this old suitcase of yours?
I don't remember the suitcase.
It has your name on it,
What's my name?
Carl.
Oh,
It's your suitcase. You didn't think we wouldn't find it, did you?
I forgot I had it.
Are we
Where'd
nearing
you-
the
where'd-
intern
where'd you
or are we
find it?
trying to target Pink Diamond? Half the evidence has been
trying to
burned on the
discredit.
intern.
I'm trying to discredit your witness here.
Wasn't it your
He
witness?
keeps finding my stuff. I appreciate it.
Your
Am I not
Honor,
that bad?
the peanut gallery has made a question of the witness here. They request to know why the intern here looks like a specific duck from the Daffy Duck cartoon.
Overruled.
What duck?
Sorry, James.
Wait, can I not? Can we unoverrule that? What duck though?
I would have to have the peanut gallery named James would like to specify, says the duck who tries to steal his girl. I'm afraid I do not know what this means. I am simply trying to keep things running smooth and everyone keeps throwing paper at me.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I have to get 80 more paper planes to my brain before I can remember the secrets.
All right, can someone remind me what the relevance of this witness has to do with Pink Diamond?
Yeah, that's why I
Your
lost
Honor,
it.
that's what I've been trying. That's what I've been trying to prove, that they
65
have
more
no
paper planes
relevance
to
to
unlock
this.
my
The defense is just stalling.
Okay, tell us more about this suitcase.
Yes, inside was Carl's belonging, empty notebooks that
And
he claims that
overruled, I got booped.
he claimed. I'm sorry.
50 more paper planes to unlock my secrets.
Maybe I just need to freaking bonk myself at this point. But, Your Honor, the reason I bring this suitcase is to prove that yes, he was an intern, but he didn't have his access badge. There's no way he could have accessed anything. Hell, this suitcase wasn't found anywhere near the premises of Pink Diamond. I
Plenty.
don't
He
understand
said
why
his
the
friend let him
defense.
in.
Would the
I
prosecution
don't-
like a helpful bonking?
No, thank you. I'm okay.
Okay.
I've seen where that bat
Dead.
has been. I don't need it anywhere near me.
7,
Very
6,
well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your Honor, at the
Oh,
end of the
I-
day,
Hello, I
it's
have
proven without a shadow of a doubt that he has no
Hold on,
relevance
the
to
witness
this
remembers.
case.
The witness remembers.
to say I half
I'm
expected
their
him to go,
drug dealer. They let
"Hello,
me in to deal their
Gordon."
drugs.
Okay.
Well, thank goodness. Okay, so.
They don't call
what
it
is
a
it?
Yeah,
drug
so
dealer.
you were in there
Let me tell
spreading
you.
red crystals.
Red crystals. Wait, I thought it was. I thought it was
gonna
white
have to
diamonds.
I took
I'm
a
sure
look
they would
inside their
sing, "We are the
suitcase
crystal
and I
men."
found a hidden compartment. I can attest that yes, the witness is telling the truth here. He is a drug dealer.
We are the crystal.
So that's what the
All right.
case had.
You
We're
figured
gonna
that out
have to send
before
the
I
witness
remembered
back
it,
then.
and you didn't say anything.
I did not find the secret containment.
You took a knife and started prying the briefcase open, and then you found stacks of
Punishment
cash
for
underneath.
drug dealing is chicken.
Oh god, it's so creepy from far away that the pupils aren't loading in, so it's just blank staring at me.
Blank white eyes.
All right. Defense, do you have any last evidence to present for the last bit of this trial, or should we move on to closing statements?
Yes, actually. Pink Diamond hasn't actually been anywhere in this case this entire time. In fact, she got lost trying to search for that nefarious spectral entity. Can I get my turn so I can show evidence?
Yes, sir.
In fact, it was all a ruse, a trap, for she
Whoa.
had a GPS leading to nowhere and was actually lost. The squad's abandonment was in fact an issue of fighting an entity too strong and actually
What a twist!
having her trapped in the forest, just wandering for days. You know, like those JRPGs, you know, everything looks the same.
Oh dear, he was sent. Pink Diamond was sent by your GPS, tampered by the ghost of the Lost Woods.
Yep.
All right. In order to be an impartial judge, I will need to ask the jury, that being our peanut gallery.
Ah, I see. I assume
what do
you
you
are
think?
referring to James.
Yes.
Why is there a chicken? Why are there two chickens?
The real question is, why are there three?
Why are there four?
James, do you consider Pink Diamond to be guilty or not guilty? Oh god, now it's actually way too quiet. Hang on, I have to unchicken everyone.
Oh, I was enjoying that.
I have seen the screams of the damned. Chicken hell is not right for us.
I have been demanded I be watered by Josh.
James, you've been removed from your previous jury duty and moved into
Very
another
jury
one.
duty.
I'm amazed you still haven't thrown
Your
another
jury
piece
duty
of
is here
breaking
now.
news.
Is the defendant guilty or not guilty?
I don't think James has vanished off the face of the earth.
All right.
He got caught by the ghosts.
Yeah, this ghost
Oh,
is actually trying
shit,
to
the
kill us right now.
ghosts.
Probably. They don't want her. They don't want Pink Diamond to go to jail because then their revenge will be harder.
Ah,
because
the
there's
peanut gallery has
the
spoken.
anti-ghost crap in prison.
Guilty.
All right.
Woo!
Totally not because I saw your notes.
Death penalty.
Again.
I just got a follower that says this furry tells one dad joke, and I really want to know what this one dad joke is before we end court.
God damn it.
Wait, what?
Huh?
No, never mind. Do your sentence. It's fine.
All right. The jury has declared the defendant guilty.
Yes.
Thank you. This furry tells one dad joke. I thought about starting a bakery, and that's a whisk I'm willing to bake. Hell yeah. Woo! Oh shit!
Was
Oh
the
wait!
lobby closed?
No, the lobby didn't close. I just accidentally left.
Oh, okay.
This game.
All right. Does someone else want to be
I
judged
did
this
not.
I do.
Did I
The
leave?
evidence-
Okay.
The evidence of defense sucked. Heck, half the shit I had, I did not know what to
I
use. A
will-
fucking bent nail. Crying didn't have a really good way to like.
Yeah.
Can
I
we
felt
change
like
the cards to the custom ones you made, Dev?
Yeah.
Oh,
this
yes.
is all default.
Yeah. This is all
Oh,
the
it's
default ones.
quotes. Oh no.
Yes!
Yep.
Yes! Yes! I'm so excited for
very
this one.
clearly nothing I said in here, so I'm pretty confident.
It's
Oh,
from
great,
the
on
Eevee
defense.
quotes page. I'm so excited.
Okay, then I know.
Oh,
for
can we
fact
let
nothing
someone
there of
else be
mine's-
the bailiff? Because both me and Wes have done bailiff already.
All right.
What do you want, Wes?
I honestly don't know. I was defense. I was bailiff.
Let Wes.
I guess I'll be on attack now.
Okay.
I
You can
guess.
be prosecutor if you don't want to be prosecutor.
I don't really have any
Me
confidence
having
for any
to
of these
go
roles.
against Josh, I will lose immediately.
Josh,
We're
get in, you know.
we're seeing absolute opposites
no,
from
it's like-
last time.
I guess. Yeah. Let's do. Yeah. Flip them.
Yeah. I
Run
like
it
this. I like this.
Run it back, I guess.
Run it
Let's go.
back, but in the opposite direction.
It's also probably
back
best
to
that
my
I'm not
favorite
prosecutor
typewriter.
because I know what's in the cards.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way,
these-
I
these are gonna be
absolutely
fun to do
love.
for a witness.
I absolutely love Nye's talk. It's so good.
Yeah, the samurai cowboy.
Some of these airplanes really get some air on them.
Whoa, Something Wong. Murder with a horse. I see. So we are. This is the. Oh god, it disappeared too fast. This is the trial
I'm very
of.
confused by these charges. Judge, can we get the prosecution to clarify this?
Yes, I would like clarification from you.
something. Your
Also, prosecute.
the defense.
Your Honor, can you please make sure to use your push to talk?
Ah, have I been failing to do that?
Yes.
I-
I do apologize. This is the trial of Something Wong, and I would like the prosecutor to elaborate a bit on the charges as they seem a bit vague.
Yeah,
is
something
not
Wong
it.
is charged with first-degree murder using equine manslaughter.
Equine manslaughter.
Equine.
Does that mean they used the horse for the murder, or they murdered the horse?
They used the horse for the murder. Specifically, they ran them over, I believe, 10 times, trampling them until they were mush on a remote forest path.
I would request we don't get far too graphic, but I do understand.
That's about it. Yeah.
All right. Would you like to begin your opening statement? Was that your opening statement? Would you like me to move over to the defense, or do you have more?
What the fuck is
What are these? Holy crap! All these would get. Half of these would get Clover banned.
Oh, why did you? No, half of these quotes have to be things I've said on stream. There's no way.
What do you mean half of them would get her banned?
I was just joking, but like, yeah, there.
I'm absolutely in love with the fact that both of you busted out laughing reading these quotes.
What the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, we do say a lot of unhinged shit.
Oh, we say quite the strange things.
I don't know how the hell I'm going to turn this into my site, but I'll figure something out.
I probably should have chosen a different case. Holy crap! These don't work out for this.
Make it work. You're gonna have to make it work.
I
Your Honor, I
know.
request this
Rob.
case to be dismissed, considering the prosecution has no shred of evidence against my client.
Hold on, let him collect himself.
The court says that we shall let him cook.
I believe that something wrong was.
Your Honor, something smells burnt.
Yeah, you know what is burnt? Yeah, the homemade chicken nugget that he made filled with drugs. That's he is under the influence when riding a horse.
Sorry, hang on, give me a second.
What?
Huh?
Pay
Something
attention.
Wong ate homemade nuggets filled with mind-influencing additives, and rode his horse down a remote trail.
I see. So you are
Killing.
saying that while on drug-induced chicken nuggets, he ran someone over quite
homemade
brutally
chicken
with his
nuggets.
horse.
Yes.
I see. Defense, what is your rebuttal?
Your Honor, I have
Hello,
to bring up the
Poggers.
autopsy report. There were 3 warning shots deployed into the back of the victim's head, and my client did not own a gun at the time. The prosecution's claiming that that my client trampled them over with the horse, but they were already dead. They are not guilty of this murder.
I see. So there was this was a running over of a corpse, if that is what has actually going down, according to what the defense has said. Prosecution, I assume you either have evidence or a witness to dispute this
Yes.
claim.
I would like to object. The individual with 3 shots to her head would not be possible with the victim, for the victim is mush. Thus, we decided to investigate the scene of the crime and found that there was actually a manga of fan-made manga or doujinshi made by something Wong that was in fact an old man yaoi. Pictures of the cabbage merchant who was shot in the back of the head 3 times with a gun. You good? You
I'm
good?
sorry. I did need a moment to register what was just said.
I honestly didn't register it at all. It kind of went all over the
Breaking
place.
news.
Oh, breaking news.
TOS says eased up with Canadians. Well, that is good. That means we do not need to worry about it. Sorry. So for whoop, that's not what I meant to do. For clarification, what you have said is,
The autopsy report is false because the person in question was mush by the time the autopsy could have been conducted, and that the evidence that
Objection,
the
Your
defendant
Honor. I
has-
have evidence to prove the otherwise.
ooh, we have an updated or confirmed autopsy report, please.
Yes, we do.
He updated the autopsy report.
He did in fact update the autopsy report. I wasn't aware defense could do that, but stranger things have happened.
Your Honor, my mentor was Miles Edgeworth. I would know very well how to
Ah,
do that, but
yes.
that's not the evidence I have.
Can you change it to his turn?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you'll have to press the blue button.
Forgive
Oh, that's
me,
the wrong
I am...
one. So,
That?
okay,
Nope.
So your gavel.
My bad.
Your gavel.
Go away.
Your gavel has 3 settings.
Yes.
It'll tell you what they do when you scroll through them.
There we go.
Your Honor, I have this photo of a dead body. We
The
have
victim has a
confirmed
very
through the
stabbable face.
through the autoptician, however you pronounce the name of the person who does the mortician, whatever, that this dead body was indeed the victim of this case. And as you can see in the photo, you can very clearly see that they were not mush. They were trampled, that much is for sure. But as you can see in the photo, there are 3 bullet wounds in the back of their head.
Yes. It is a little difficult to make out, but I can make out the details of their face that makes it look, if you'll forgive the crude term, quite stabbable. Mr. Prosecution, do you have any way to refute this? Or shall
I
we
don't know
move on to
how-
witnesses?
I don't know what the defense attorney has done, but he has mixed up cases for the current one and the future one. For I actually have the knife. Wait, you entered White.
I apologize.
I actually have the knife in regards to stab wounds. In fact, that photo is from an updated autopsy report for the next case, for the blood
I
stains
see.
on this and the victim match.
What
Exactly.
stab wounds?
I see. Exactly how many stab wounds were found. Perhaps we...
There were actually 3 to the face, and then 3 to the back of the head.
Objection.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
The fuck you mean?
Fuck you mean, nuh-uh. Perhaps
We
we
had to
should
do that at least
move on to
once.
witnesses if one has been prepared.
They stated that the photo of the dead body and the autopsy report are false in regards to the case due to not representing the current
28.
accusation.
I do have a witness that can prove otherwise, Your Honor.
Very well. Which one would it be? Yes. There we are. Please state your name and occupation for the court.
I'm David, homeless.
I see. Mr. Defense, you may present your case. Oh, this
So,
is the worst time to need
you're
to go to the
homeless.
bathroom.
Correct.
Where do you happen to stay while you're homeless, good sir?
Pretty much anywhere that's warm.
I see. Now, in this place that you were staying at, you were preparing to rest for the day. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did you happen to see my client on a horse that day?
I believe I saw him. Definitely saw a horse.
And did you happen to see the dead body, or did you happen to see somebody become a dead body?
I can't quite recall.
You remember 3 loud shots?
I heard a lot more than 3 at night, at
Oh.
least.
Police brutality, perhaps? But you do recall hearing the 3 gunshots. At the very least, 3.
At the very least, yes.
See. And did you happen to see my witness anywhere near when those gunshots occurred? My witness. I meant the defendant.
Probably. Silhouette looks the same.
I see. So you're saying that it could have been anybody on that horse as well?
Yeah, probably.
I see. Well, Your Honor, I'm not trying to make the claim that my client wasn't on that horse because my client clearly owns horses, but you can hear from the witness that there were indeed at least 3 gunshots, and it would not be beyond our scope to say that these 3 gunshots could have come from the actual murderer that killed the victim that the prosecution is trying to say my client killed.
I see. I understand. Mr. Prosecutor, if you would like.
Text to speech.
I forgot to press the button. I apologize. My brain is about as scatterbrained as my bearded counterpart. The evidence against the prosecution's case is strong with this Mr. David. Prosecution, you may cross-examine.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Mr. David, so it is true that you stated that there are more than 3 gunshots,
That's
correct?
not the button I'm in.
That night, yeah.
So, when did you find the... When were you there at night when the gunshots occurred?
I don't know, it was around sundown. I don't have a watch.
I'm not sure how I feel about your finger wagging.
Goddamn, I suck at this stuff.
Take your time, Mr. Prosecutor. We are in no rush. Can I
So
cannot.
would you say
Okay.
that visibility was very poor?
No, streetlights were up.
Wait, but it was a remote forest trail.
Yeah, there was trail lights. It wasn't often, but there were some.
So then if you saw the silhouette, if there was horses, would you be able to see them since trail lights are low to the ground?
Well, I did say his silhouette. That guy's silhouette looks about the same, but doesn't really mean it's him.
Was the individual on the ground already mush, or were the gunshots?
What?
What was the individual that you saw potentially assailed already mush, or was still physically intact with gunshots?
He was intact, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
Breaking news!
Breaking news!
Man found. Oh no!
Wait,
Not a
There's
man
two murders?
stabbed near scene of possible horse riding. Oopsie. It was possible that there have been 2 murders.
Do you remember that there was another case?
Oh
tell us more
yes,
about this other
the
case.
future case.
Yes! Yes, of course, the future case.
Knife and everything.
That's enough out of you. If you would like, we could bring over a witness for this next case you have that supposedly ties all these things together,
I would
Mr.
have to
Prosecutor.
object, Your Honor, because the other case has no relevance to this trial.
At this point, they're kind of merged, aren't they?
No,
I
they're not, Your Honor.
would suggest evidence either to the contrary or to your point, Mr. Prosecutor, to prove that these cases are or are not related.
Assuming that the murder is a second individual crime, then that means the witness that the defense has brought up has information that is not really in regard to something wrong's accusation of horse-based manslaughter.
What?
Well, if there's 2 murders, one's using a knife and gun, the other one's using a horse.
That
And
No, because I have just proven that while my client did accidentally run over the victim with the horse, they were not killed by my client. The client was killed by 3 gunshot wounds, and my client had no gun at the time, let alone a gun in his person or in his house. As a result, that claim doesn't hold any water.
I
I
see.
would
But
still
if
stand.
manslaughter if the
I would
client
still
is
stand
dead.
behind my statement that the other case has no bearing to this case, Your Honor.
Can you
But the
manslaughter a
breaking-
corpse?
no,
it
because
requires a
they are.
corpse.
You cannot
Doesn't it?
manslaughter a corpse. That would simply be desecration of a crime scene.
That's how those condiments got away with murder and Smiling Friends.
I fear that the journalist may be the only person who understands that reference as amusing.
I know what he's talking about.
I'm glad. I think. Well, if you cannot prove that the 2 cases are in any way related, and this was just a unfortunate accident revolving around a corpse, I will have to determine that this client here is not guilty. He will face. One moment, I'm having a stroke and I'm forgetting my
A
words.
lesser sentence.
He will face trial for his desecration of the crime scene, but that will be held at a later date.
I would like to state the defendant's witness as unable to provide factual evidence due to this condemning photo of him banging a broken generator.
I beg your pardon. Are you saying that the witness is not able to give proper testimony because he has received injuries due to,
No, I would say he's not of sound mind due to what he's done to the electric generator.
I see. So you are saying he is an unreliable witness.
Yes.
Well, if that is the case, then we could
the
attempt...
witness pleads insanity.
If you would like, we could try to corroborate his testimony with the other witness that you have prepared.
Sure.
Hi, Wiggy.
Hello, Wiggy.
Oh, wait.
Madam, please state... Madam/sir/whatever your pronouns be, please state your name and occupation. There's more breaking news!
Breaking news.
More time to think. Yay.
I'm not drawing that.
I'm not drawing that.
The boys. Yes, my name is Carolyn. I am a amateur detective.
All right, thank you very much, Carolyn. Prosecutor, you may begin your questioning of your witness.
Carolyn, what would actually no, hang on. Are you permitted to state the nature of the case you're investigating as an amateur detective?
Well, I'm not beholden to anything stopping me from talking about it.
All right. What would you like to state what case you were investigating, Carolyn?
Well, I was initially investigating a stabbing, but then that kind of just kept evolving to more and more things.
May you elaborate?
I was investigating a stabbing that happened on sort of the outskirts of town, and then when I got there, it wasn't just a stabbing, there was also gunfire, then the body just didn't exist.
I will ask for clarification. You said the body didn't exist?
Yes, because it was just so squished.
I see.
There's
I'm with you
nothing, there's no full body.
Bro got flat Stanley'd.
now. Indeed. All right. Clarification has been seen. Mr. Prosecutor, you may continue.
Okay. Were there any bullets around the sign of the mush?
Yes, there was I believe it was 345 ACP casings.
All right. Were there any? Actually, no. That wouldn't work in this case. God, why are these evidence? No, I don't know what to do with these evidence cards. One of these literally says subjective opinion. What does to do with that?
Your Honor, fuck you. This is subjective opinion.
I would advise that we perhaps speed up this questioning, as we may have to
Alright,
dismiss
you know
this
what?
court in
Yeah,
an
well, sure, yeah, I give up. Here, I'll give you this for when he gets damned for child labor in the future, since he's gonna be free from potential killing.
This is what we've been secretly investigating the whole time.
Defense.
I'd like to bring up a couple of
Marilyn,
things.
get him!
I'd like to address a couple of things. So the
Sorry, I meant to whack the defendant.
I have attempted this during my time as a bailiff. I do not believe you can whack the defendant.
Your Honor, I was hoping you could give me my chance to present some more evidence, because
Of
I have
course,
something
please.
to bring up about the witness here.
Whoops.
No, not that. There we go. Thank you. So the issue is with regards to the mush body. Now, I've been wondering about that for a while now, because it does seem like there are some horse tracks around it. But I also noticed that it seems like some chunks of flesh were also ripped off. And unfortunately, I have some evidence here to prove that the witness
Oh
practices
my!
the best ism. There is enough evidence here to prove that while, yes, there might have been some horse trampling, there was also tampering by the detective practicing the best ism. Along with the fact that my client is being accused of child labor, I must note that it's also that we must take into account this part, all right? We can't forget about this part.
This part, don't
It
forget.
has, under no circumstance does my client have any child labor going on in any of his businesses or anything like that. And to prove that, I'd like to show you something really quickly. Don't be this one, all right? Don't be that.
So don't be him.
No, it's a mirror.
I see. I am.
Your Honor, I
Can
ultimately...
can I say one thing before you pass down your verdict?
You may.
Oh, no. Your Honor, the prosecution...
Do you want to pet the dog?
I can't. I'm too far away. I am too far away, but also... My friend, you were... Whoa. Whoa. Whoa!
Your Honor, all I'm trying to say is that ultimately the prosecution has brought baseless charges against my client for no reason other than to hide the fact that his own amateur detective was trying to hide the best ism. Ultimately, I do not think it would
Yeah, I
be
didn't even know
fair
about
to
that.
bring down a guilty verdict against my client, and as a result, I rest my case.
I do believe the evidence in favor of Mr. Something Wong is quite powerful. I am... And in light of, our unfortunate detective's unfortunate pastime, we will have a few trials in the future. Especially for the contempt of court. This case will be dismissed as our client will be found not guilty. Yay!
Done.
2 in a row, let's go.
Like, I don't
Thomas,
know
you
what
need
to
to
do
go
with this.
back. You need to go back and you need to see. We're gonna have to clip that. Hold on.
Which part?
That was so
What happened?
Fucking
fucked.
mouth thing.
Yeah, the
Wait,
mouth.
what?
Oh yeah, no. When you
Yeah, your
when
mouth got
when
dragged
I-
like a freaking.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, that's a
unbonked
common
you,
bug.
When
you
you got
freak-
de-chickened.
your
Oh,
mouth
I
got
know
like
what you're talking about.
dropped to the
Ah,
jaw.
damn it. I wanted to be the judge. I'll be the journalist.
Like, it was an
Yeah,
eaten
hold on.
cookie. It was a freaking perfectly shaped plant, which I couldn't use because it was a horse riding and all that shit.
I will be right back. I have to.
I thought I was going to lose, but you set things up perfectly for me, Wes.
I have to.
You played yourself.
I was losing those anyways. Like after that, at the point, like because
No,
like
yeah, but I'm
stabbing
just
and all
saying,
this
like,
stuff.
you set everything up perfectly for me. Oh, crap. Be right back.
Me too. I gotta go to the washroom. I'll be back. Woogie!
Freaking what was with the generator and sticking a dick in it? Where's that from?
I do not
The
remember
quote
which one
was,
of us said.
Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in generator.
Okay.
Being a journalist is very fun because you don't have to say jack shit. You just send papers nonchalantly.
Yep.
Oh, and back to the roles that I had before.
Was Dick's
Here's the clip.
generator
And it is
I
a
think
shame that you can
so.
only. On one hand, I understand that you can only do 3 because then you can't flood the room with a bunch of papers. But on the other hand, I wanted to send out a paper that said blue hair proven to be part of cult for cannibalism.
So, I'm on the Guilty as Sock Discord, and one of the upvoted suggestions is for the journalist to have more things that they can present. So that could perhaps be coming in the future.
Yeah, because only 3 was kind of weird.
I was trying to
Especially
shake things
since-
up by giving the guy who got stabbed a gun to see if they can make that connection, but Wesley needed a little push. Alright, let's see how bad it is from the view up here.
I'm sure I'm gonna regret a lot of these evidences.
Oh yeah. I mean, putting it on with just quotes from the quotes page, yeah, that's a little difficult.
Freaking suggestive opinions.
My subjective opinion is objectively correct.
Just put it at the end to say, here's my evidence. I'm right, you're wrong. Screw you.
Winner.
Pretty much. It's like a nuh-uh evidence. There's been
Nice.
some
Right
custom
back.
decks that have had that.
Well, I feel dumb. It's always hindsight that figures out a way to actually use the evidence in the future.
Yeah, it was like that with me too when I was doing this.
Freaking, I just realized I had the plant that could perfectly hide something. I'm like, oh right, I could have just said that he planted the second body. Because he has the old man
conveniently
yaoi.
shaped plant to hide. Yeah, the conveniently shaped
Yeah.
plant to hide the body.
Yeah, he uses his own writings to inspire him to use stabbings and gunshots to plant another body to hide his horse crime shit. Oh well.
What the fuck?
Alright, I'm ready to rock when you guys are.
Yep, Thomas
We're waiting
just
on
had to-
Thomas, and I believe we're
yeah.
waiting on Clover to grab water.
Sounds about right. Because Woogie did redeem water.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Where did Clover go?
Water.
Water and water and water.
Aqua.
Dormirse.
I'm back.
Oh? There's movement.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
About time.
Shut up. Everything was eerily quiet. I had to.
We ran out of things to talk
Oh,
about.
that's a sad reality.
Hey, fuck you, bud.
Ah! I've been double bonked.
Josh is muted.
Josh, unmute yourself, you friend.
He has to present his case.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I can hit him. I can hit Josh from way over there. Not Josh, Wesley. Woo!
Yeah, sniper rifle over there.
Ah! I have been chickened! The judge can stun me out of a chicken. Whoa! Oh
Judgy
no!
you okay, sir?
No.
It's a chicken pox.
that's what
Alright,
this looks
so court is in session for the accused of Judgy Wudgy, accused of arson. Prosecution, go ahead. State
Your Honor,
Yep.
the man over there, he's been found with plenty of things that make it clear that he's been burning down buildings since he was a child, you know? He's been burning down courtrooms, orphanages, hospitals. This guy's a fucking menace, you know that?
Well,
We found this on his
certainly have a
person.
lot to say.
We found Vodka vodka on his person. That is highly flammable, and you know what? It's half empty. It was in the shotgun of his driver's seat, the shotgun of his car. When we found it on his way here,
Shotgun of his
actually,
driver's
it was in there. He was swerving a little bit, and we know that's because he got so excited thinking about burning another building.
I see. Alright, building up a pretty good case. Well,
Your Honor,
defense?
yeah. So the Odka vodka was, it was not originally his. It was given to him as part of a Hello Fresh dinner. This fire was indeed contained within his own house, being used to heat up a delicious HelloFresh dinner.
I see. And do you have any more proof for that?
I mean, the dinner's right there, but let's see what else there is.
Dude, if the EV feeder.
I'm
I
only
would-
asking because despite it being included, it's not indicative of him not using it for arson.
That's right.
As you know, HelloFresh only provides the
Oh, I
amount
can
of
zoom in.
ingredients required for you to make the dinner itself.
Like the vodka?
Exactly.
So what you're saying is, if he used the HelloFresh dinner the way that it was supposed to, they couldn't have half a bottle left over.
This is exactly my point.
I
He couldn't have had
see.
half a bottle left over because they only gave him half a bottle.
Your Honor, it's possible that they gave him a full bottle, but he was meant to use the full bottle, but he didn't use the full bottle. Why? Because he half measures everything except for fires.
I will say this: the fact that I have the stressed intern witness means I could totally be.
Yeah.
I also
intrigued
think
by
that this
the
Hello
case here.
Fresh thing is how he gets his fuel. I think this is how he gets all his vodka that he needs. He only takes vodka foods.
Whoops.
Vodka, vodka like pizzas, you know.
Do you have any
was that?
proof of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this right here. You see that?
This part. Don't forget this.
Oh.
Don't forget to read
This
this
right
part
here says-
here.
It's a note, you know. It's we found it also on top of the vodka bottle. It says no half measures. Or only half measures. Only ever half measures, except for fires. We implied that last bit, but it only says only half measures.
It looks like the witness wants to say something.
There's a witness?
Or are you just going through the fucking emotes?
I was struggling to remember which emote there was. I apologize. You may bonk me.
Your Honor, I would like to mention that my client does not only do half measures, because...
Ooh.
Oh, breaking news?
Breaking news.
I didn't even.
Nice.
Well,
Holy! I gotta cancel my subscription right fucking now.
Wait, you have
gotta
a
go.
subscription? How dare you? Eat this.
You see. My client also doesn't do half measures when it comes to fire prevention, as evidenced by the fact that he has Sakura's finger, containing more testosterone than Byakuya's entire twink body.
Okay.
My client has been seen using this finger, just squeezing it all over the fire in order to prevent it on several occasions.
What?
What?
I'm with the prosecution there. What?
Squeezing the testosterone out of the finger in order to prevent fires.
Testosterone is a fluid. I'm not entirely
Like an improvised fire extinguisher.
Testosterone is a fluid, but I'm with you.
Isn't it colorless and odorless?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it can't block the fire from coming into contact with oxygen. Have you
You have an
seen
expert on
Sakura's
the map.
finger?
Sorry.
Her hands are fucking massive.
I don't think you're very scientific about this. I think I need, expert testimony on whether or not that can actually happen. I don't think that can really happen unless you can prove it.
I'm gonna move my mic away because I'm gonna be quite loud for this one.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, I would like to call my witness to the stand.
Oh shit, never mind.
So you gotta hold the gavel and then scroll up so that it'll show you and then you press the blue button.
Got it.
Hello!
Mrs. Wudgie.
That's Mr. Woodgie to you.
My bad.
Can't you see my lovely face? Yes, please. It's a mistake many people make. Go on.
Yes. Mr. Wudgie. You're a scientist in both hormones and fire prevention, are you not?
That is correct. I have to do a lot of extinguishing of fires in my job, but I also hear many people who wish to, make that transition, and I can do both. I'm miraculously talented.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can you explain the overlap between your profession and this finger right here?
Yes. You see, the thing is with testosterone is that anybody can form it, even a body that was born female at birth. One moment. Oh, I hate improvising so much.
Very scientific here.
You see, the Madam Sakura, she had much more testosterone due to a hormonal imbalance. If you would see her full figure, you would see she's quite masculine. By taking this, we can put it in pill form or injection form for people who wish to take testosterone into their body to become more masculine if they wish. And because of these procedures of injection and pill, we have been able to use it to create fire extinguishing fluid. It's still a work in progress, but we found our tests to be quite positive.
Alright, they're using it for fire extinguishing fluid. I rest my case.
Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine this witness?
I would love to.
Breaking news! Firefighter spouse found to take bribes. Now, how dare you!
Your Honor, we have come across new evidence.
Yes.
This person's a fucking liar.
God
Now,
damn.
Now, I would argue that you should not trust all news. Although I
Sounds like
cannot.
Fake news.
Fake news, Bonk.
I'm.
Holy dude.
How dare you!
I would like to
Oh my
call
God.
into question. I would like to call into question the credibility of the news source, based
No, it's
on this
credible,
other
look.
evidence that I have. Oh,
Yeah, you're right.
That's the bribe taking place. I have evidence of it right here, man. It's not just in the newspaper. There it is.
I do not like being persecuted in such a way. I
Yeah,
think
you'll
that
get arrested some other time.
I can definitely see how that would be very tempting. However, we need to take into consideration another article that the news source has presented, not in this trial, but in the past. This piece of robophobic literature. As we all know, robophobia is no small issue, which the court should be taking it very seriously, seriously enough to disregard certain pieces of evidence, particularly about bribes.
What does robophobia have to do with any of this?
Oh, shit, am I supposed to be
As we can
robophobic?
see, they might be morally compromised by the fact that they have certain radical opinions about robots.
The witness?
No,
I am
the,
very pro-robot.
the news.
Your
The
Honor,
news.
I would like to
Oh, the
point out that
news.
even if I had robophobia, it has no bearing to the case as no robots are involved in this case.
The journalist speaks very good truth right there. Also,
Objection, Your Honor.
quiet.
Objection, Your Honor. I'm a motorcycle.
You're a robot?
Indeed, I am.
Lost.
Damn!
I killed at the same time.
Your Honor, we'd like to call our next witness into question.
Go ahead.
Oh, here we go.
Oops.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
Hello, my name is Mike Meekins, and I am an intern at this courtroom.
Is it true that you were the one who found the vodka and the note on the shotgun side of his car? Of the,
Yes,
defendant's car?
yes, that is true, sir. I was asked to bring the car around as sort of a valet thing. My job as an intern is rather confusing to say the least, and I found it in his passenger side seat, but I didn't touch it as I was afraid of getting demoted even further than I've already been, sir.
You can calm down, son. Everybody's been there. I know I have. My name's Carl, by the way. You know, we've all been there.
I do remember
Nice to
you
meet
from
you.
my time as a bailiff. I'm glad you've gotten so much higher, sir.
That's depressing. Anyway, it's as the witness states. Found the vodka in the car with the note. Only have met.
Oh shit.
Well,
Sir, are you trying to destroy socks?
I am not trying to destroy socks. This is indeed one of the other wild claims that was made in the piece of robophobic literature.
Your Honor, I'd like to defend my paper really quickly, for the defense has submitted the I'm a motorcycle evidence into this court trial, which proves that he could be a robot trying to destroy humanity.
Yeah, I'm a robot. I'm not a Decepticon. That's fucked up, man. Trying to, like, kill life forms.
It would be fucked up if we didn't find this minigun in your motorcycle form.
Tails, what's this? It's a minigun, Sonic.
It's for self-defense.
A minigun used for self-defense? That sounds quite excessive.
that's very Decepticon.
Our
behavior.
journalist is
Hey,
dying in the corner.
Losing my shit.
He got shot with a minigun, guys.
He's choking
You
on his
shot
own
with a minigun?
aspirations.
I beg your pardon?
He was shot with a minigun?
I don't think anyone was shot with a minigun, but you were seen with one, no? I don't know why I'm
Exactly.
interrogating you. I'm the
I haven't
Get
witness.
off the rails.
I haven't shot anyone.
We are here. We are here for the accusation of arson, not Decepticon.
That is true, sir.
It's pretty
Please,
crazy that he's a
get back to
Decepticon, though.
That is insane. Yes.
Allegedly.
So, going back to Judgy Wudgy and his accusation of arson.
I mean, the witness said it all. Found the vodka and the note in the car. I rest my case.
Please don't throw things at me, sir. I've already lost my
As you know,
job.
the economy, as you know, the economy is not in a great place right now. My client, you see, lives in his car and he drives a car.
I live in
Two
my
different
car.
arson sites.
Please not again. Please not two different sites again. God damn, that was so confusing last time.
This happened before?
Too many to count. Anyways,
An issue.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people try to
Anyways.
prove that someone's like nowhere near the crime scene. It's wild.
Anyways, is there any other evidence that you would like to present for the existing case of arson
Just love
from
that.
either side? If not, I will be ready to hand down my verdict.
One moment. I do have something. If he has nothing, let me find another thing just in case.
I can hear a rumbling, but for some reason my eyes don't go far right enough to know what's rumbling. Someone please inform me.
That's just
He's
my
bowing
engine. Don't
to
worry
you
about it.
respectfully.
The keyboard clicking is so loud I can't actually hear your SFX.
Poggers. I'm 25 and I drive a car. I'm so glad you know that fucking Yoda video.
So much and so little is happening.
I can't even
Prosecution, do you
see
have-
any of it.
Prosecution, do you have a last evidence, or should I just present mine and then we go to closing statements?
I'll see what your evidence is and see what I can say about it. I'm kind of comfortable with where I am, man.
All right. Mr. Judge, I am sorry for your position. In fact, I am indeed having a stroke for you. What in the shaving my nutsack with my own incisors fuck is going on in
Oh.
this courtroom?
What did you just
That
say?
is two different quotes. What the fuck?
Yes.
Why?
I rest
Anyways,
my case.
very well. Prosecution.
Why? What have I done to deserve being stunned?
You're an intern.
Where am I?
Where?
Oh no.
Where indeed?
You're witnessing
Where?
the death penalty. Tape.
Alright.
GG.
GG.
What the
Holy shit,
fuck
the
was that?
statistics. 698 emotes casted.
292 used emotes.
I didn't even think I casted 698. Jesus.
Dude, I thought there was like set pre-made like prosecution cases. I didn't know you had to type it in, dude. That was scary.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You fucking nailed
That's
it,
why I
though,
was
putting
like,
a G in
shit.
there. I'm upset. I need to go to the washroom again. Everyone keeps making me hydrate, and now I have to keep interrupting the fucking stream.
Water and water and water, water and water and.
God fucking damn it, on cue. Oh my god, my water bottle's almost completely empty.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Right on cue.
What about
As
in
soon
game?
As soon as I complained about the fucking needing to go to the washroom, Wookie was like, "Water! I'll be back."
Can you hear me in game?
Yeah.
I think so.
Me? No, can't. Because he is unmuting in Discord.
Oh, that was on Discord. Oh.
Yeah, are you using your push to talk button?
I don't have a push to talk button. It's just not working.
Oh, your voice activation? Exit out of the lobby, and then
All right,
check
hold
your
on a minute.
settings and come back in.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yep.
I'll just be
Oh, is
unmuted
Thomas's
on
mic
Discord,
acting up?
if anything.
What was that, Josh?
Is Thomas's mic acting up?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
game.
I think this might be the best benefit of having a sound card that's attachable. It's like everything goes through it, so it just focuses individual devices. That's how I'm offering right now.
Can you hear me? Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, here.
Now
Yeah.
you're doubled up.
Yeah, I already muted on Discord. I'm gonna be right back and go get myself some water.
Alright.
He's got that COD voice over IP like now.
Yeah, kind of.
Little bit. But did anyone else get the voice mod rollout by Discord? I still don't have it.
The what?
No.
I didn't hear anything about this.
So basically, they're giving free voice packs. It should be like where the mute button is. There's like an arrow. If you open that up, it gives you like various voice mods.
Nope, don't have
Not
that.
sure that for
Like-
me.
The reason why I noticed because one of my friends was like, oh hey, I have a new button, and then they went from Southern white guy to prepubescent 9-year-old.
I have returned.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Josh, clip something midstream, cause he's
Devin, you here?
good at the thing.
I'm here.
I
Was
will
that-
never be able
Is
to
there a way to
resist
see
the
previous
urge to
notebooks?
Water.
I don't believe so. No.
Yeah, all right.
I'm
What have you been writing, Josh?
back.
I've been screenshotting them, so I'll send them in in the server.
Oh,
I
no.
did not use it at all.
I never use it.
I use
I'll
it,
write
but
shit in
it's
there for
all in the
jokes.
stream, so you can see it.
Well, I am watching your stream at the same time, so
Jamie's cheating.
it's not like I went up against her.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, I have to have the Discord window open so that I'm not looking at it now.
But I want to do the judge, and then next I want to do the bailiff, and then I'll have played all of the roles.
Just waiting on Wes right now.
Screen peeking is against the law, Jim.
Yeah, Wes has something to do, and then he'll be right back.
Woogie says screen peeking is against the law, Jim.
Michael!
And that's funny. Michael!
Wait. What did you just say there, Josh?
What? What?
Judge Cutie, Pink Diamond is a lens crafter, employee, Scooby-Doo ass village, bailiff, hates fun.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh,
There's
Savage
a
man
second one.
got
Sorry.
sippy steppy
Hold on.
stompy.
There it is, the whole thing.
References 3.
wait, where's he posted?
Oh wait, no,
Yes,
hold on.
Josh, but
There's
looks
more
good
to
as
it. Hold on.
Stabbable
I
by
forgot I
the
had to
shot.
take like 3 different screenshots because I thought the case was ending like 3 times before it actually ended.
Ace Attorney references 3.
Stabs, gunshots, horses. You want it? It's in Texas, my friend.
My planes keep turning
Carolyn wanted
away.
to investigate. Got cut up some bullshit. Squish, squash, squoosh, squash. Judge has a force field. My planes keep turning away. Not for real. What's up with that?
I don't know why they always turn.
Oh, everybody's ready up.
Judge Hammer, that man burns everything.
All right,
Blonde
Wes, you here?
Markiplier knows about testosterone.
Oh, Wesley's dead.
Wesley.
Wesley Crusher.
Case closed. Light work going.
Wesley.
My opponent is a robot motorcycle that made a league with the Decepticons.
I really switched the freaking case focus from that.
You really did.
Yeah, you
Like
completely.
somehow robophobia got brought up, and then he was a motorcycle, and then it just sort of became like a little bit of a persecution of my opponent, the robot motorcycle, who might be a part of the Decepticons.
Yeah, I was trying to cancel the journalist.
Auto.
You got too
Auto-
focused on that the prosecutor came and freaking.
Wookie
swooped
says,
the roll
"Auto
right under
socks,
you.
roll up."
Blonde Markiplier knows about T testosterone extinguisher.
Yeah, I was
Those are
genuinely,
two different
I was genuinely surprised that nobody brought up the fact that the spouse could have been the one drinking the Odka vodka.
I didn't know whose spouse you were.
Yeah, that wasn't made clear.
I
I called them
Yeah.
Mr. Wudgie.
yeah, he did call me Mr. Wudgie.
Oh, then nobody was paying attention then.
I was so distracted by Blonde Markiplier, dude. I really.
That's so fair.
Yeah, I was
Woogie!
thinking about it, and then they started
Not
calling
Woogie,
me a
sorry.
Decepticon, and I'm like, shit, now I need to defend this.
Woogie, I love you. You're fine. Wesley!
Wesley!
You know what? Go. If Wesley's not here, you can suck it.
He is
Sorry,
the jerk.
Woogie. I didn't mean to yell at you. I meant to yell at Wesley.
So
And
it doesn't
He's gonna throw-
really mean much.
Dude, I promise you that Wes. It
He
is.
is the mayor, after all.
Wait, so what happened?
Nothing. We just started.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
oh, God.
Whole hell of a lot of Jack and shit. It's great.
Oh, my goodness.
Gross.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh
Guilty.
no!
Guilty. Guilty.
Ladies
Hold
and
on,
gentlemen,
hold on.
welcome.
Don't automatically guilty him just
Yeah,
based
I'm
on the
not
photo.
going
Let
to
me
do
present
that.
Evidence.
Ladies
It
and
is funny.
gentlemen, welcome to today's trial against Chris, who is being accused of stealing Chef's hat. The prosecution, you may present your case.
Ow!
All right. Just give me a second to get my my notes in order. I would first like to begin by establishing a motive. As you can tell, based on the fact that he has gotten out of jail after having his show taken from him, he is now poor and has to resort to food
For
stamps.
punting child.
Excuse me, prosecution.
to
Am I
get his
reading
food.
this correctly? Food stamps. Oops, sorry. Food stamps payment for punting a child. Is that correct?
That is
Did I read
indeed
that
true.
correct? What child did he punt? You know what? Don't answer that. Is there anything else you would like to bring to your
Objection
opening
relevance, Your Honor.
argument? Overruled. Anything else you would like to add to your opening statement before we hand it off to the defense?
Not for now.
Okay, defense. Your counter argument.
I would like to state that there is no physical evidence that specifically my client stole Mr. Chef's hat, as much as I am certain that the prosecution would love to present that. I instead have this conveniently shaped plant that anyone could hide behind. As you can see, it is perfect for hiding behind. Thus, if anyone was behind it and Chef just happened to... Oh, breaking news. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for both the prosecution and the defense. Where is the hat?
The hat, I have been unable to locate it, as my client does not know where it is because he did not steal it.
Prosecution?
I believe that it's very likely that your client is hiding it from you. If you would give me the evidence presenting powers. In the lair of a reverse Medusa.
Oh damn. I would like to meet this reverse Medusa sometime.
You can on the island where his show took place. You see, there was a lot of radiation after the events of one of the seasons,
yes, that
mutating a
was my
lot of the
favorite show.
creatures.
I mean, what?
My client does bring up an interesting point. There was a unfortunate spill of mutative, waste. However, it was not the only thing that was that had been created on this island. Was this reverse Medusa, and one cannot confirm or deny that my client had anything to do with that or the. Sorry, one moment. I'm having a stroke. Here, I'm having a stroke for you. My client, there is a testimony of someone who was quite angered by my client and his illegitimate, his way of avoiding safety practices on his show. And as much as she does say her anger towards him, and as you can see, her testimony does say she wants to rip off someone
You
named...
just suddenly stopped putting the push.
I did suddenly go mute, didn't I? I apologize. As my testimony does say, he wants to rip his face off, and I can't deny her that face is quite, problematic. But she does confirm that no one knows where the waste or the hat theft spawned from. As such, you cannot blame my client out of hearsay.
I am not going to lie to you, defense. It's looking a little weak because what you have presented is hearsay.
What I've presented is that the prosecution's evidence is hearsay. As I've mentioned...
The prosecution and the defense's evidence has been nothing but hearsay.
If I may...
I haven't heard a... Go ahead.
I have a witness that may just be able to help clear up and confirm some of the things I have said.
Very well. I shall bring up your witness.
Hello. Could you please state your name
First
and
things
occupation?
first. Thank you.
Hello.
Your
What is
name.
Oh,
What
I'm
is
Susie.
your name? What
Susie.
is your favorite color?
Green.
What is your quest?
I deliver mail.
Okay, go ahead and answer the defense's questions.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Susie. Yes.
That's just Susie.
Just Susie. I did not mean... I apologize, that was rude. I meant to hit a different button. So...
Oh, it's fine. I heard you're having a stroke.
A little bit of one, but my job waits for no man.
I hope you get better.
Thank you. I believe you, as the male woman who delivers to the island camp, that Camp Wawanakwa resides on, that you could answer whether or not you had seen my client around a chef's hat of any kind.
Oh, you betcha. Yeah, there was a fellow who wears the chef hat all the time. He was around him.
Yes. Did you notice at any point, though, that he seemed interested in the hat at all?
Oh, he seemed more interested in the chef than the hat.
Yes. The relationship between Chris and the chef and Chef Hatchet, I believe is his name, is quite speculated.
Oh, I don't know any of their names. None of them get mail.
Really? None of them get... Never mind, that's not important.
Yeah, I deliver mail to the bear. The bear gets mail. He's popular. He's got a lot of fan letters.
I believe I know exactly which bear you're talking about. I may have sent him mail myself.
Oh, I probably delivered it for you. What's your name?
My name is Clarice.
Clarice.
We are getting off topic. Get back
You're
into
going
the
to get hate
conversation
mail for
at hand.
that?
I am.
Don't be weird.
I
Can't stop what is to come.
I apologize. I do apologize for getting off of track,
Where
Your
are
Honor.
we?
Your Honor, can you stop whacking the witness?
You'll whack him instead, I
What
suppose.
are we talking about? Whose turn is it anyway?
I apologize. I meant to continue asking. At any point, did you see... Yes. At any point, did you happen to see if my client was seen with the chef, but the chef's hat, but not the chef himself?
Oh, the chef always had his hat. I never saw him myself without the hat.
I see. So you can confirm that at no point Chris seemed to want to covet such the object.
Oh, not since the last time I was there, no.
You say, as in he did covet it last time, or he didn't?
No, he did not covet it, as you say,
I
since the last
see.
time.
Thank you very much for clarifying. No further questions, Your Honor. Oh, dear.
May I cross-examine the
Okay, no
witness?
further questions. You may.
Oh,
So
you're
witness-
a cute one.
Why, thank you. Would you say that, sorry, in your testimony so far, you have mentioned that Chris seemed more interested in the chef than the hat.
You betcha.
Would you say that you've ever, seen Chris give any more, rather spiteful glances towards that chef?
Oh, not towards the chef, no. You know, sometimes people would get inside the kitchen when Chris wasn't around, and he would walk in and he would be real mad about it. But no, not at the chef himself, no.
I see. Now you said that you never delivered mail to either of them.
That's right.
But at some point, the investigation found this note in your mail satchel. Now, this note was addressed from the person who, as we can see from this mysterious hatless body photo, was addressed to that fellow chef.
The chef doesn't have his hat anymore?
Indeed, there's a lot of things he doesn't have anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
It is a tragedy.
I hope it gets better.
I hope he gets his hat back.
Me too.
Your Honor, I would object on the grounds of relevance. I don't see what this line of questioning has to do with the stealing of hat. This corpse has yet to be identified either.
I see. Does the
Are you sure
prosecution
this
have
wasn't?
anything
Are
to
you
add
sure
to
this
that?
letter wasn't for the bear?
That
You
is
said, who did you say the letter was addressed to?
I thought it was addressed to Chef, the one who's in the photo in the news article.
Man, picking the evidence is actually kind of hard because it glitches out so hard.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
What do you mean it's glitching out?
It's
It's hard
just
to like read through the
sometimes
evidence.
The cards will like overlap each other in such a way that it makes it hard to read some of the cards.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so I
get you,
heard
get you.
anyways. But if it was addressed to the chef fellow, then who sent it? It would say on the letter, wouldn't it? Also, why do you have my letter? When did you dig around the post office like that?
We have investigators for that.
Oh. Do you mind if I sent that then?
I am going to warn the witness right now. You are not the one asking the questions. The prosecution is.
What's about my job? It's a federal.
You
Yes,
have
it
been
was,
warned.
It was necessary. It was necessary for the investigation. We had a warrant. It was probably seen by your boss, but not mentioned to you.
I'm gonna be real. Every single time he gets bonked, I keep expecting Josh to go, "Hello, Gordon."
We can tell. I would like to take a look at the item that was attached to this note as well.
Oh, it was a parcel.
There was a paper clip that's clipping the two pieces of paper together inside the letter. One of those pieces of paper was a stick figure drawing. Also,
Oh God.
written by the victim.
Your
Now,
Honor, I need
wonder
one
why
moment's
they would
recess.
send-
My phone has decided to go off. Give me a moment. Where's my phone?
She'll take a
Here it
5-minute
is.
recess.
Okay.
I heard the defense attorney's kind of a druggie.
I haven't heard anything of the sort, but I can't confirm or deny it.
My apologies. I must take my antidepressants. Continue with your testimony. I've returned.
Oh.
Oh, so your suspicion was correct. Anyway, so this stick figure drawing was drawn by Shep, as you can tell. It's you can clearly see it was drawn by very big, meaty hands. But it was sent back. It was sent back in the same letter, but very scribbled out. It seems like there was some hidden malice by the defendant, and he sent this back in kind.
So,
Was there a question for the witness, prosecution?
No. Oh, sorry. I'm not prosecution. I apologize.
Oh, no, I'm done. I'm done questioning the witness.
Anything else to add, defense?
Oh, not before the news. Commando Zoe. Jesus.
What?
well, that sounds dangerous.
I would.
Safer redhead, not safe.
I would. Never mind. I was about to. I realized
Oh, this
I
photo
misinterpreted the
contains a
word.
hat.
I see. Well, yes.
It sounds like your witness testimony is very unsafe.
Well, she is safer than the mutagens that were left on the island, at least. She is technically safer than some things. It is entirely irrelevant to say she's completely safe, however.
I would agree. When you're saying that something is safe, you have to clarify safe relative to what.
Well, I did not say she was safe. I said she was safer, which is an additive term, saying she was more or less safe than something.
Order in the court.
What are we talking about here?
Order in
one of the
the
contestants.
court.
I apologize.
We are trailing off. We are losing focus here. While as much as I care about the safety of these contestants, the focus is not on the contestants, but on the crime itself, and we have deviated from the crime. Now, unless the prosecution or the defense has anything else to add, then I have a couple questions myself that I would like to ask both of you.
I have no more questions for my own witness.
Yeah, I already said that I was done questioning the witness.
Very well. The issue comes to mind about the hat. You said that the hat was being stolen, or that it was stolen. Yet on the breaking news we see here that there is said hat. Can you confirm or deny that that is not the chef's hat? And that question goes for both of you.
What do you mean? There's no hat on the mysterious hatless body.
Yes, he refers to the second breaking news with Miss Zoe. There is a headless man with a hat there. It does appear to be Chef's head with his hat on. This could imply that the hat was never stolen, simply misplaced.
But can you prove that that is the original hat that we are speaking of, or if it was just a random hat? That is my question to you, defense.
I only just now
I can
realized
prove,
that
exactly
this is a
whose
reference
hat it
to what
was.
happens in Revenge of the Island.
Please do. How do I get rid of the witness, by the way?
You tap the same blue thing.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. I can confirm that this hat indeed belongs to none other than Keanu Dick. As you can see, it amplifies his Big Reeves energy.
Oh, he gets a lot of
Oh.
fan letters.
You're no longer testifying. I see. So you're specifying that the hat belongs to Keanu Dick, right?
Yes, as it amplifies his Reeves energy by a magnitude of +20.
I see. Do you have any rebuttal defense?
I have a bit of a rebuttal, yes. I would suggest that we look at the context that this hat and head of Mr. Keanu Dick appears in this news article. As you can see, it is without his lower body, his below being neck and lower. I would point out that this is a lobotomy of Mr. I stopped pressing T. This is a lobotomy of Mr. Keanu Dick, which was not a love tap of one of his fans, but a silencing of the true perpetrator of the stolen hat, as I believe that Keanu Dick may have stolen the hat from Sir Chef and tried to pin it on my client, because, as he says, it does increase his Reeves energy by quite a bit.
So this question may not be relevant to the case at hand, but perhaps one of you can illuminate me. Looking at the breaking news photos, one contains a hatless body, but the head's still intact. And yet on the second photo, we see that the head and the hat are together. Can anyone explain this discrepancy?
I perhaps have a theory.
By all means, illuminate the court.
Zoe has quite a, let's say, streak of mental, what is the word I'm looking for? Ah, shit, sorry, the peanut gallery has demanded I hoe down. I will sing my evidence. Zoe has a mental issue, that is sure. I think she found Keanu Dick wearing that, so she tried to kill him to give the hat to Chef. But then she found out I can't make that rhyme. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Ooh, that was horrible.
She'd rip his head off, causing death.
She ripped his head off, causing death. Thank you. She found...
Head off, causing death.
She found Keanu Dick wearing this hat and being upset because she cares about the people who are supposed to be at Camp Wawanakwa. Insisted she take the hat back using any means necessary. However...
I have a question.
Yes.
So this hat, you're saying belonged to Chef, correct?
Yes.
Is there any way we can prove that through DNA evidence?
Let me see.
Well, we have a perfectly good witness who can prove this, actually.
By all means, whose witness is it?
Well, mine has already been called.
Then I
It's
shall
mine.
call up the prosecution.
It's not allowing me to... Yeah, there you
Don't
go.
worry, I already called them up to stand.
Yeah.
Please state your name and occupation to the court.
You can call me Pop Pop. I'm the doctor.
I see. What do you specialize in, doctor?
I specialize in hats and people.
I see that perhaps you would be the perfect witness to this court.
Mr.
Prosecution,
Pop.
you may begin your questions. You may begin your questioning.
Yes, Mr. Pop, are you able to determine based on... We don't have the hat in question here in the courtroom.
You want
as
one?
It's currently on the loose. However, from these photos, are you able to tell the different people that have worn it?
I can tell you that's a chef hat right there, and let me tell you, that is fit directly onto that headless head. That was custom made for that head right there.
Interesting.
Who the absolute fuck?
Anything to add, prosecutor? Any other questions?
I'll turn you into a hat, I swear to God.
Order.
Is that something he
Order
can
in the
do?
court.
You look good as a fedora.
Is that something he can do?
That is something. It's a complicated medical procedure that we don't have the time for.
Anything else to
However-
add, prosecution?
Yes. I would like to ask you to take a look at the defendant's head, and see if it has any marks that would have been associated with this chef's hat.
That is one ugly motherfucker right there. I don't want to look at him. Do I have to look at him?
Well, we can
Oh,
cover his face
don't
if
make
you
him
would
look
like.
over here. Yep. Please put a bag over his face, just like keep the top of his head uncovered.
I
so can see.
apologize.
Disgusting.
Yeah, we'll have him wear a mask.
Yeah, I got distracted. What was the question?
Can you analyze his head for any
Apologies.
ballistic hat markings?
Oh, maybe after some Dramamine. Not. I don't really see anything that indicates that he was wearing any hat anytime soon. He's got his hair all gelled up and everything. There's a lot of product in there. You don't put a lot of product in your hair if you're gonna put some hats on it.
I see. I have a question for the witness.
Yeah,
So you're a doctor of hats, correct?
yeah.
You wear hats?
Not all the time.
I see. But when you do, what's your favorite kind of hat to wear?
Oh, I like top hats.
Top hats. Okay. Do you not comb your hair at all?
Well, I got it in this pompadour.
So you never comb your hair then?
Well, it's kind of embarrassing to, I'm bald. This is a hat.
Oh, I see. I see.
Can we have
So
that
it
stricken
is
from the
your
record?
Yeah, we'll make sure to strike that from the record.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we
See.
won't let anyone know.
Your hair looks
Okay.
good. You threw another piece of paper at me, huh?
Let's not deviate from the questioning at hand. So, it is
I
your
want to
medical
use the
opinion.
hair. Please.
I don't think the
Is
bailiff
your
wants to hear
medical it is your medical opinion that someone who combs their hair, who puts product in the hair, never wears hats?
Well, they might not never wear hats, but on that day that they're putting product in their hair and combing it around, make it look all gussy, they might not be wearing a hat.
Take a closer look at those markings. Do you think that this product might have been used to cover up the ballistic hat markings?
What markings exactly are we looking at here?
I posit that it's possible that the hat might have left markings on Chris's head that made it more difficult to that had to be covered by the different products he uses.
Oh, you want me to look under the products?
Precisely.
That requires me to get a little close to the defendant. I really don't want to get that close to that thing.
The court
I'll cover
demands
him
you to
with
get
paper.
close.
Oh.
We must get to the bottom of this.
His hair is all slimy.
I see. So Chef is still alive. The hat, the body in the lake was a complete hearsay, but his hat is missing.
Oh, thank goodness. Who the fuck?
Order.
Well, I'm
in
glad-
the-
I'm glad
Oh.
this,
Oh,
but we still have
What
to
just-
figure out where the hat went.
What just happened?
I think.
Clover,
I
you're
think
gonna be my
God
test subject.
adorned his gavel.
Oh,
Oh my god!
I think
You've been given a lot
I
of
think
power,
you
Jeff.
may have bonked the stroke out of me. Thank you.
You know what?
Alright,
Oh,
can we have the-
that's a
whatever
true
you want.
Can we have the
lobotomy.
having
Whatever
a
you
stroke
want,
for
Judge,
you
you got
evidence
it.
stricken from the record then?
Say again, prosecution.
Does that mean we can have the having a stroke for you evidence stricken from the record?
Ah, yes.
Since the stroke has been
Alright.
bonked from the defense?
Thank you very
right.
much.
Very well. Now, witness, we demand you to take a closer look at the defendant, for this is a trial for justice, and we cannot have justice unless we ascertain all of the facts.
Here,
Yes,
I'll cover
sir.
his
Whatever
face
you,
with paper
whatever you
for
want,
you.
sir. You just put the gavel down. I'll do it. I'll
Is
do it.
down.
All right. Ugh. God, it feels like syrup up in here. What the? I'm not gonna worry about that. Well, it looks like this guy really is a freak. Under all that product, if you were to shave all of his head, his cranial shape is pleated like a chef hat.
Interesting.
Your Honor, I
see.
rest my case.
I would please
do you have
like
anything
the
else to add?
fucking thank you.
Oops, sorry.
Thank you.
The fuck?
You can put them on me.
Your willingness to be restrained is quite bonkable. In fact, if I may. There.
In fact,
If I may be allowed to present evidence, I
fuck
believe
for horny.
I would like the witness to look at this part of the hat. That would be the
Yeah, I'm
underside.
looking. What are we looking at?
I would
I'm
like
pretty sure
you
we are
to-
all
Push the talk
looking.
button.
Fence.
Well, one more
I
time.
apologize. Was
Yes.
I not pressing the button?
You told me to
You're
look
not pressing the
somewhere, and
button.
then you sort of clammed up.
Sorry, I apologize. I would like you to look underneath the hat because on the
Wait,
inside
hold on.
of
Order
the
in the court.
inside of the
Order-
hat.
Order in the court.
We have the hat.
We have just determined that there is no hat. Where did you get the hat?
Oh, I apologize. I assumed we were looking at the hat. We were looking at the head. My apologies.
We're looking at his cranial measurements.
Are you?
If you were to shave his head, he looks like a weird screwdriver.
You're saying that the hat would fit perfectly to this man's head?
It's possible. The
Well,
only problem is, his head's a little small compared to Chef's head, and it was custom made for Chef's head.
that is
So I
precisely
have
my.
no idea what did that, but his head is perfectly shaped for a chef hat.
Well, you say a chef hat. I would posit that it is possible these markings were left by a smaller chef hat designed for his very Chris-like head, as opposed to the one that was made specifically for Chef Hatchet's head. It
Where are
is.
we with that mask, by the way? I hate looking at that thing.
I will stop looking
have
at my
a
client if
question.
it makes you more comfortable. Yes.
I have a question. Now, as an owner of a lot of hats, I love baseball. I adore baseball. So as a result, I have a lot of hats, and
Go
I find that
Padres.
the only way that a marking can be left on a head is if the hat is too tight. Were you telling me that there are markings on the head due to a hat?
Before
I think
would
it's
like to posit
possible,
that-
in my professional opinion, he might be born to wear chef hats.
Really?
I
So
would like
you're
to
saying
posit-
this? So you are saying that the
trying to do
head,
his
the
job.
skull itself, is perfectly shaped. That the skull itself is what's causing these markings on its head.
Like I said, it wasn't even markings. His cranial shape is that of a chef hat pleat.
I see. Then I have some bad news for the prosecution. Your case is looking weaker and weaker because if that's his biological condition, then we cannot just discriminate like that unless you have something stronger to bring up.
I mean, unless we have evidence that he was born that way, I would like to posit that this
We have a
is
doctor on the
procedure.
stand.
I would like to posit this is a procedure that was done to him by the reverse Medusa.
Is she
Interesting.
still
I'd say it's-
practicing?
I'd say it's very possible that she has taken the hat and wrapped one of her human necks around the hat, essentially pressing the hat into his head, which explains why his head is, despite being smaller than the chef's head, still has those natural grooves in it.
She was sent to that island specifically because she was messing with heads. I know her. She used to be a practitioner in hat.
I have
see.
a pair of things I'd like to say. One, I distinctly remember hearing the witness say "Go Padres," and as a distinct Dodgers fan, I am quite. Thank you very much. But on to the prosecution's point, I would like to say, if the Medusa forced this hat onto Chris, as you say, then he did not steal the chef's hat in the first place. Then you cannot, because the reverse Medusa must have done so in order to put it on my client's head and frame him for this crime. So if you wish to push this claim, then my client can't be considered guilty if he was doing it under duress.
I also have something else to add to the prosecution.
I'd like to ask the witness. You asked if she was still practicing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is a service that that some
Okay,
people
frankly,
choose to
really
do
quickly,
in
really
order
quickly,
to.
I'd like us to wrap this up because it's already been half an hour, and I want to move on to the next one
God.
already.
We've been here for half an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
To be
So,
fair, Devin did just like give me the case.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. I'm gonna specify this right now. We are gonna move on to closing statements with prosecution. You are on a thin line for bringing a Padres fan onto the witness stand. So, closing arguments starting now. Prosecution.
No
Go.
bias.
All right. I'd like to argue that it is still possible that that Chris went with this specific hat in mind, came to the Reverse Medusa in order to get this surgery done with the hat in tow, and that it's not necessarily a thing that she would have stolen in order to do this surgery, since it's him that since he was the one who requested this surgery.
Is she
That is
still
all.
single?
Double.
I said that is all. You can move on to the defense's
Defense.
closing statement.
I love Astros.
My point is that if
Never mind. Never mind. No need for it.
What happened?
Not guilty.
Got it.
Why
Okay.
it's not working?
It lags a little
There we
bit
go.
sometimes.
I
when-
liked a bit.
How did I
Yeah.
do with the drawings?
I loved the drawings.
I heard
And-
Pretty
Astros
good
and I
with the
immediately went,
drawings.
okay, that's it. That was great. The drawings were great.
Astros?
They're another baseball team.
They're another baseball team he hates
I
extremely.
hate the Astros.
Actually,
But you haven't been judged yet, and I haven't been
Gotcha,
defense.
gotcha.
Go on.
I
Oh,
heard
dear.
Astros, and that was enough for me to say, okay, that's it. Game over.
all right. This
Clover
has to
wins.
this has to be the last one because I'm visiting my.
I can
Dad for
live with the
Father's
Padres.
Day.
I will not live with the Astros.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, but it was fun, but I felt like it was dragging for way too long, which is why I wanted it to end. I wanted others to have fun with the judge
I
position.
feel like I did the best.
The problem with me and Devin is that we actually
yeah.
we just go full roleplay mode. So I just kept like every single I was waiting for the chance to post because I had an allergy card and I was gonna be like, oh, he hid behind a plant, but my client is allergic to grass, so he couldn't have hidden.
Like for me as well, like you might have noticed with the judge, as a judge, like I immediately came up with a lot of counter arguments, and I'm like, but I'm not the one countering this, but it has to be brought up. And I felt like I can't do that good of a job as a judge because it's fun to swing that gavel around. I can't be impartial because I can already think of counter
Oh,
arguments.
I can never
all the
be
time.
impartial. There's a reason why I can't be a judge ever.
Yeah,
It's
I did
why
feel like
I-
I did feel like Wesley did provide a very compelling argument.
Wesley's
In
narrative.
the one where I went with James's verdict.
Yeah. I felt
Wesley-
like- I just felt like I had a. I can't
It's,
be.
it's so shiny.
I must say, Wesley's going from. Wesley going from. Oh, I've been chickened. Wesley going from there's a corpse in the thing to there's a corpse in to there are a bunch of headless people because Zoe killed everyone too. Turns out Chef's not actually dead was really good. I also love that
I like
every time
drawing.
and like me and Josh were just like we're gonna hang out and just be buds, me and the witness.
I was just chilling out, man. We were both characters were just sort of there living their lives, man. Just telling you about their jobs.
I loved it.
But yeah, I think I'm better as journalist than any of these roles. I just can't think of anything on the fly without like the patience and like
I
stuff
could
like
be
that.
anything but the witness and the judge.
The journalist is a lot of fun.
The boulder!
Oh no.
It's time for the boulder.
Fine, I need to remember how to do shit. Okay.
Prosecutor declares that the boulder is accused of attacking the blind. Prosecutor, do you have an opening statement?
Give me 1 second. I'm going through my cards right now. Okay. Alright, yeah, I went. My opening statement is that by the end of this court hearing, you will see that the boulder is indeed guilty of attacking the blind, and I feel he should get the full extent of his sentence.
All right. Prosecutor, would you like to present your first evidence for this case, or shall I move on to the defendant?
Yes, I would like to present my first evidence.
Give him the power to present Wesley.
Yep. Yep, there you go.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it was already automatic on him. Okay, my bad.
Nope.
Yeah, I thought so too. It took me a while to realize that I had to transfer it over. I think that's dumb.
For my first piece of evidence, I would like to present this, which was on the accused at the time of his arrest. The C-Pass.
Okay. It says
I feel-
here.
I feel like what it says on the card is enough to show you exactly what he was using it for.
So I'm
Because the blind person was in fact a child.
right. That's quite compelling. Yes. And it even says here that it hasn't expired yet, so this was in fact used within the time frame. Defendant, do you have anything to rebuttal this?
Wait a minute. One
Oh,
time
even says
permission to
here-
bitch slap a child?
Yes.
So it hasn't been claimed yet?
It was claimed in time. I see that the expiration date is after this case.
The expiration date's after this case, but like, who do you turn this into?
What do you mean?
Who do you give the pass to be able to bitch slap a child?
The current governing body. They have an entire division for this.
So where'd you get it?
The same place where you get your N pass and your other passes.
I'm at the prosecutor.
Wait, what?
What I'm saying is this was never redeemed.
It was found on his person.
Yeah, he was found on his person, but he can bitch slap anybody who isn't blind. What if he's on the street one day and he's like, that child is crying too much and I only want to smack the shit out of that kid who's not blind? I mean, saving it for a rainy day, it's not a crime. And this is a legal tender for bitch smacking a child. Sure, it's illegal to smack blind people, but you just got legal reason to hit a child. Again, never even redeemed.
The reason for it not being redeemed is because it has to be used as a get out jail free card where you do the action, then you redeem it.
Wow, I really
Yes.
don't know how to draw this character, do
But
I?
that doesn't prove that he's done it yet.
But it's redeemed.
Wait, when did you say it was redeemed?
I said no. All I stated was that the expiration date hasn't expired yet, so it was legal and tender during its use.
What I'm asking
And
is
it
when
has
was
not
it
been
used?
redeemed yet, so he can be found guilty of it.
This is not proof that he smacked anybody yet. This is just proof that he wants to, and that he can after he turns it in. Or before he turns it in, but after, yeah, you know how it is. This doesn't prove that anybody was hit. This just proves that he wants to hit people.
So this is proof he wants to hit people. But do you have any proof to defend the fact that he may have hit someone who is blind?
There's no evidence to say that he hit anybody.
Hmm.
I mean, look at him. Look at his face. He's so happy. He wants to hit people later. Right now,
I
he's
can't see his
on
face.
Cloud 9. Sorry,
He's
does
looking
that
at
help?
you.
Yeah, I can't. How do I turn towards you? Press tab. It's in somewhere. Never mind. I have no idea.
Oh, there his face is. He does look like he's struggling with something.
Breaking news.
Boulder don't slap claims of blind gold whooped his ass. That's a pretty good drawing of a small child who I don't recognize.
That's a great
Okay,
drawing
so-
of Toph,
That's a
dude.
very
Defend-
good drawing of
def-
Toph. For someone who hasn't seen the show.
Probably
I
just
may or
pulled up
may-
a reference.
I may or may not have pulled up a reference image.
That's
I mean,
fine,
still
dude.
pretty
That's
good.
absolutely
Just
valid.
with
That's
this
a
mouse work and
great
everything.
drawing.
Anyways,
defense has a strong case due to this breaking news. Would you like me to pass the turn to the prosecutor?
Yeah.
The C-Pass one-time permission to bitch slap a child. That's one of the oldest quotes we have ever had.
Oh, to be entirely honest, that has really thrown that case for a loop. I'm sure I have something here. I like to call my witness their boss.
Wesley, you have to allow me to come up.
Yeah, no, I was still typing. Sorry.
Yeah.
I like to call my witness the boulder's boss. Wrong thing. Oh, never mind. Would you like to state your name and occupation for the court, please? You are
See
muted.
Ralph moving, but I can't hear him.
Precisely. Howdy, folks. My name is Ryan Dumpsley. I'm the Boulder's boss.
The
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
boss.
So, the boulder is currently being accused of attacking a blind person, in particular, a blind child. Do you have any knowledge of this happening?
I mean, my fighting ring allows children, but we don't have any rules for or against blind people joining.
Do you know when the boulder came in possession of the C-Pass?
Oh, whoops.
It's very difficult for the Boulder to read. Not because he's blind or anything, but just because he's a little not. He struggled in school, let's put it that way. So I don't often see him around papers. But there was this one piece of paper that he was real excited about. He didn't exactly tell me what it was. I'll have to think about that. He said that there was a dog that came up to him and sort of just dropped it at his feet.
And you believe this to have been the C-Pass? Potentially?
Could have been. I didn't read it. I just know he was real excited about it.
You see, I would like to end my questioning.
My turn. All right, boss. So,
Howdy.
you're saying that he has trouble reading. You think it could be
Exactly.
possible that he can't read at all?
I mean, the thought crossed my mind.
We actually have
Sort
a
of
little
like
bit
how
of
some
evidence
people
here to
pretend to
support
have
the idea.
feelings.
After a lobotomy, he either reduced or completely eliminated his ability to read anything.
Oh,
So I do believe you. I think maybe this dog, whether that be an actual dog or a person named dog, I have no idea. Dropped this pass in front of him. He picked it up. He doesn't know what it is. Maybe the pass just looks pretty.
I
Maybe he
object
thinks-
to this. Allow me to present a piece of evidence.
Objection on what grounds besides evidence?
What?
What? Is that how this works? I don't know how this works. Whatever. Here.
What grounds do you have besides the fact that you have evidence?
Grounds for objection.
Good job.
I mean,
Well, yeah, but it's
all I
gone.
hear is all I know is objection hearsay, my guy.
even know what hearsay is, Your Honor?
Yeah, it's the Amber Heard
Yeah,
thing.
that's just when people just say shit that they heard on the street. There's no
Okay.
factual.
There's hearsay, there's relevance, there's
There's hearsay,
Badgering.
there's their say,
Shut up.
then and when.
Shut up.
Anyway,
Not to be
There's
confused
across
with
Breaking
Wednesday.
news.
Boulder
Oh.
boss endorses child fighting. Denies what?
denies
Nice.
eye
That's it.
rights.
He's even spelled endorses dyslexically so Boulder can understand it.
Wait, are you saying I don't?
Did I
allow
spell
my people-
endorses wrong? No, I didn't. I just spelled it like a Canadian. Shut up.
I don't know.
Are you claiming
Anyway.
that I deny my underlings the right to have eyes?
No, I'm saying that you said you let children fight, but you don't have any rules against the blind, which means you're either very into child abuse or you're very blindest.
That means he allows both children and blind people.
Yes, but he has
Yeah.
rules in place for the children because he allows them, but he said he has no rules in regards to blind people whatsoever.
No, because people think that sometimes people think that when you make a fighting ring, you don't allow children in it. And I have a rule specifically stating, yes, we are allowing children to fight in this fighting ring.
Didn't you have evidence to present 30 minutes ago?
Yeah. Also,
returning to the original thing that I was planning on doing, with the objection, the boulder can indeed read, because while prosecution was questioning him before this case, we asked him to read this, and he read it, and he felt every bit of emotion that he should have.
What kind of emotion are you supposed to feel when reading this?
Wait, who said that?
Josh.
Huh.
Was that Josh? I don't know.
Hold on. I'll figure it out
Might
right
have
now.
been. I actually don't remember.
It was definitely Josh. I remember this. It was like you're one you're supposed to say, "Oh, that's a sick burn."
You know, I recognize this. I recognize this quote. This is. Where did you get the job applications from?
Wouldn't you know that?
These are the job applications for my company.
You get them from the forms department at City Hall, and then they print them out for you in bulk after you pay like a lump sum.
Oh. The government is really okay with sort of sanctioning these fights, huh?
Look, it was either
What
this
can I
or
say?
build a
We bring in a
coliseum.
lot of money.
That's true.
Yeah.
What were you saying about the applications?
Yeah, this sick burn, it's part of the job application process. You see, we have this thing where we shred up the icebreaker questions and we put them back together with glue and tape. And that's the responses that are made from that are essentially how we decide how we're gonna hire the new people. None of the fighters, though, they don't need to go through that. They just have to prove that they can hypothetically bitch slap a child.
Okay.
You know, you got me on that one. No,
Yeah,
no,
what
no,
else did
don't
you-
put pass that back. I got nothing for that.
Yeah. Okay. You know. Well,
I think we're done with this witness.
I guess is it not? I guess it's not guilty.
Thank
I
you,
don't really
Ryan.
have.
We got another witness. Actually,
Thank
if you're saying it's not guilty, then I think you're right, Judge.
I don't really know what to say about. Like so far, everything has been in legal bounds for the Boulder, even if the accusation is of attacking the blind. Assuming that the child has been joined in as a proper fighter, even if the use of CPAS would not affect this fact, anyways, he does not know what it was, so lobotomy supports that, but it's still irrelevant to the case of the attacking the blind, since it's a pass for children, not about the blind thing, which has already been stated by the boss to be legal bounds.
Well, I mean, we don't know whether or not this child in question was blind that he supposedly slapped. We just know that they were probably a child because there are children in my fighting ring.
Which then still brings back to the point, prosecutor, we need evidence for why him attacking him blind would be illegal since he's within an illegal vicinity.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
no, you don't have to be sorry. It's fucking Clover that just decided, yeah, I'm just gonna throw a big wrench in this.
I am an
This whole thing has
unbiased
been
juror.
so weird.
You're not a juror.
Dude, this is why I focus.
I have been
This
chicken.
This is why as a journalist, I just focus my story on Chef and just ignored the case entirely.
I only interfered once when I was with you because you weren't quite picking up what I was putting
I
down.
know, I know.
To be
I'm
fair, the
really
first one
smooth
was
brain.
just me saying that a blind girl whooped his ass. It was the second one that I was like, I'm just gonna take whatever Devin said and make a case out of it.
Which doesn't help in this case because it's another case entirely. Boss commits fraud?
No, worse, he commits child labor.
Okay, but that still doesn't help with the Boulder case.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but that can't
it has
be
no
I have
relevance.
literally nothing.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
nothing now.
I'm gonna have to strike that, I apologize.
Can you strike my stuff?
No, you can't strike the.
You see,
The
striking
Oh.
child labor,
evidence,
not your-
the evidence of child labor, I have to strike
Your
that
Honor,
as
if I may
irrelevant.
have the evidence stand real quick.
Okay. Oh, wrong button.
Oh, hello,
Ah,
expert. Please state your name for the... Anyways, I have the evidence. Tit signature. Enough said. All right.
Okay. Wait, by Xanax?
Don't worry
Wait,
about
whose
that.
tits?
Xanaxes.
Oh,
I'm kidding. It's actually the holders.
no.
Like, is it signing on like those tiny birds known as crow tits, or like?
Well, no, we put ink on his nipples, and he just sort of put chest of paper. Can't sign. He can't. We can't read or write.
I see. That's a big signature then.
I think this is kind of a scuff run, big man.
I don't. I guess I guess it's not guilty. I really don't know what to do with this. Are we
Yeah, I don't
adjourned?
either.
Oh wait,
Wait.
something to turn the case. The boulder.
All right, yeah,
Xanax!
I'm just gonna put not guilty. Yeah, what the?
Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry, Nai. That was such a clusterfuck. There was
I
so
have-
like
I
no
had
reason.
That was
no
really
idea.
bad.
I had
That
no
was
idea
really
where
bad.
to take that.
You had
Yeah, I'm
no
gonna-
chance, man.
I'm gonna send it to another to another deck. I think we're pretty much
Well,
exhausting this.
I have to go because in 20 minutes I'm gonna hang out with my dad because it's Father's Day.
Hey yo,
Oh, happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Mine's
I'm
a
not a
timeline.
dad.
Not yet.
You're right. Not yet. Okay. I'm gonna Alt F4, and then I'm gonna unmute in Discord. I got a bunch of achievements just now, and by a bunch I mean two. Okay, end screen. Next stream will be Tuesday. We're
What
probably...
an awful game.
Shut up, John. We're probably gonna.
yeah, why would we ever play this?
Yeah, probably gonna play. We're probably gonna play Thief 3 on Tuesday because we're gonna start the long play, and then next Sunday we're gonna start probably Monster of the Week.
Monster of the week.
All right, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.
Bye. Eh.